As they get off the team bus after arriving at the arena, pumped up to go after a road win here tonight. Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. Alongside Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. And with us today, the human encyclopedia of basketball, Bill Simmons. How about that for an intro, partner?
That was great. Thanks, Brian. I will continue to be the human encyclopedia because the next generations of kids, they don't read anymore. They're playing this game. So I became the human encyclopedia by reading books. I'm always going to have an advantage. You guys are always going to be better than me at this video game. So I guess it's a draw.
All right, let's look at the last handful of seasons and the steals numbers for Paul George.
And when you see the decline his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's not playing that type of gritty, intense D that he's used to. That's a part of his game he needs to bring back.
And the Lakers starting five. Kevin Durant is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the three. And for the Clippers, we've got Marcus Morris. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Paul George. Then it's Serge Ibaka, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. And here's Schroeder outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And Bill, there was a time when Los Angeles was purely the Lakers town. Can the Clippers ever unseat them as the most popular team in LA?
Well, when you're talking about a time when the Los Angeles is purely the Lakers town, are you talking about this minute? Because it's still the case. I hate to break it to you. Nobody cares about the Clippers here. Nobody. It's a Lakers town. It's always going to be a Lakers town. The Clippers are always the black sheep little brother who kind of shows up for Thanksgiving and it's awkward and then they ask to borrow money. And that's just the way it is. It's a Lakers town. They've been here since, I think, 1960. And they have 6+ decades of fans. They're generations of fans. The Clippers are never going to unseat them. And it would have to be multiple titles for them to even start to chip away at what the Lakers have.
Here's DeRozan. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Ooh, Durant with a steal. DeRozan against Leonard. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. On the wing, Durant. On the wing, Durant. Nice move. And Durant with the big finish.
Aggressive move by KD. It gives this team a different attitude when he's attacking the rim.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And whether it's Harden, Doncic, you go around the league, the step-back three is taking over. Anything going to stop that movement, Bill?
Well, especially now that they allow four-step traveling, I don't see anything stopping it. You have a new generation of guys coming into the league who've been messing around with their shots since high school or their 1 year in college. And by the time they get in, it's just comfortable to them. It makes no sense to older guys like us because if you took this shot in the late 80s, you'd be like, what is that guy doing? And now it just seems like this natural way to shoot threes. I don't fully understand it.
Older guys like you know.
Yeah, well, I tried to lump you in. I didn't want to age shame myself.
I love the vision by DeMar DeRozan. He found the wide open teammate.
Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Here's Durant. From deep. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
George outside. Shot clock at 5. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. The Lakers have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. And looking at the level of physicality in the NBA, Bill, how much do you think it's changed in the last few decades?
But it's transformed. I don't even think it's changed. I think what flew in the 80s and 90s wouldn't even come close to flying now. And I think it's really affected the guards and the perimeter guys in a positive way. I still think Isaiah Thomas is the best pure point guard I ever saw. He played in an era where when he drove to the basket, you could just take him out. And I look at his stats now compared to the guys like Dame Lillard and Curry, even Chris Paul, and you're like, wow, his stats aren't nearly as good. But the degree of difficulty of that era of being a point guard, of going in. There's so many more big bodies. Everybody could take him down. It affected what his stats are going to be. And I just think it's much easier as an offensive player in 2020. It's undeniable.
And the Lakers with possession here, following the score by the Clippers. Pass to Davis to halt the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
You know, Bill, with social media, we get to see more personalities in the NBA. Who are some of the biggest characters in your opinion?
Well, I think my favorite is Klay Thompson because he's completely authentic. You know, we've seen a lot of these guys have leveraged social media and the whole infrastructure, and they can kind of get out whatever kind of personality they want to craft, right? Klay Thompson is the same guy in all situations, beloved teammate. Sometimes I don't even think he knows why he's funny. He just kind of is who he is. He's like that dude in college, that roommate that everybody loved, who was always funny, and he fell asleep and you could put shaving cream on his face. And he's just beloved. And I think he's done the best job of whoever we think he is as a public person is exactly who he actually is.
Now here's Zubac. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Offensive board. Kennard can't get it to go. The Lakers have got 6 of 8 shots to go. It's Davis with the drive. And finished off by Davis!
The grace, the athleticism, most bigs could not have pulled that off, but AD makes it look easy.
The Clippers have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Outside, Rondo. Pass to Turner. It's stolen by Drummond. Lets it go from the wing. Misses off the left iron. The Clippers trail. Jackson outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
And that one falls for Jackson. And the Lakers making a change here. Gasol's checked in. That one's no good. The Lakers have gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Fires for 3. Beverly shot off. The Clippers shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter here. Outside, Rondo. Clock at 6. Kennard outside. Offline with a 3. It could go. And that's not going to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Lakers on top, up 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day, and how can we bring that together to make a great group? And I think that's the focus every day. That's tough in itself. That's the pressure in itself, is the getting up and being laser focused on what your job is every day. And I think a lot of guys in this locker room know how to muster up that focus to, win basketball games.
Well, KD may not be an in-your-face type guy, but he gets his message across.
He does. He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with Paul George. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Serge Ibaka. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Durant, no good. The Clippers in the lead. 3-on-3. Well, Bill, defenders can no longer step into a shooter's landing area, but shooters have found ways to manipulate that by drifting forward and or kicking out their legs.
And I hate it. I really hate it. I hate two things the most right now with basketball. I hate this, and I hate 4-minute challenges where referees are deciding whether something was a blocker or a charge and slowing things down to 1/100th of a second. I don't know why we have these two things, and I can't believe we're rewarding guys for doing things during games that if you did during a pickup game and you just kicked your foot out into somebody, you'd probably have to be separated. But in basketball, it's considered gamesmanship now. I would personally make it a technical foul if they reviewed it and found that you did this intentionally, or even kicked the guy out of the game, just so it would stop. Please stop. Stop doing this.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
It's well known, Patrick Beverley is a gamer. He was asked, do enough players in the league go hard? He said, quote, I'll keep it real simple. No, not everyone plays hard. That's why it's a skill. That's why it stands out. It's all about will. Mine is stronger than most. Guy's hard to doubt him.
I don't either, Allie. Thanks a lot. Good stuff. Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Here's Kuzma. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Kuzma's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Well, Bill, you've built quite the media empire over the last few years. Business is booming, huh?
Yeah, you know, The Ringer, we got bought by Spotify in 2020, and the whole audio thing has taken off completely. They're at the forefront of it, and we're up to a lot of stuff. It's been great. It's doing podcasts, website, documentaries, all kinds of things. And you know, if you're creative, there's a lot of outlets to be creative right now in the 2020s.
Morris, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Lakers also with a sub. Leonard's checked in. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Caldwell Pope. And he misses his first shot of the game.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
George passes to Ibaka. No good from outside. The Lakers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Down low. That's good from Durant on the assist by Leonard. Durant's got 8.
His offense has just gotten better and better and better, and the assist numbers jumping because he knows now how to make other players better.
Now here's DeRozan. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. George outside. The 3. The Lakers with a rebound. The last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
And they want to avoid getting in foul trouble again. That's what really hurt them against this team last time.
A really embarrassing loss indeed, and one that they will hopefully learn from. Got to keep your hands to yourself sometimes, or it could cost you the game.
First one falls for him.
In terms of height, Durant was not a late bloomer, already a 6-footer in middle school.
You know, Bill, you work in so many different mediums. Name the piece or series that you're most proud of.
Definitely 30 for 30. Creating that from scratch, and then putting a couple years of my life into getting it off the ground and doing 30 documentaries, 30 different directors about these sports stories we cared about, and just hoping anybody would watch it. And that was in 2009. And, you know, 11 years later, it's still going. And we thought we would get 30 and be lucky to get to 30. And now they've done, I think, 75, 80, something like that, and it's still going. And it's cool. And it's cool whenever a player says something like, you know, that's going to be a 30 for 30 for someday. To be in the lexicon with that, you know, is definitely one of the highlights of my career.
No doubt. That's awesome. Now here's Turner. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Just 5 on the clock. Nice shot by Kennard.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Here's Durant. And Durant slams it home.
When you're that long and that athletic, I'll tell you, KD has the ability to put a little extra on it. After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
And Bill, thanks for coming by. Thanks for enriching the show as always.
Oh, I'm glad you felt like I enriched things on this game. You can enrich my VC account. Give me some VC if you're feeling generous.
And you see why Bill has such a passionate fan base of his own. He's a genuine guy.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. Bill Simmons is going to tell you like it is. He's going to tell you right from the heart what he's thinking.
And the three-pointer goes.
Looking at Reggie's motion, it's a little bit of a push shot, but able to get it to go.
Durant against Kennard. Out to Beverly. There's the triple. Here's Davis, and Davis slams it home.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Here's Jackson, after the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the basket by Leonard.
They're really working the paint now.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. The floater. Turner for 3. Durant pulls it in. From deep. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so we wrap up the first half. Lakers ahead, up by 9. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
KD, you were so on top of it defensively. How have you been able to contain them?
They're so tough, but we're playing hard. You know, guys are getting beat, but we're helping each other out, and that's what we have to do if we want to win this game.
Thanks, Kevin.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 3 rebounds. And a little redemption for him tonight. In their previous game, he was not at his best. Shaq, what'd you think about the Lakers?
Well, it's no one surprise, Kevin Durant, back from the injury, unguardable. Every time the defense adjusts, he just hit him another way. Not sure what you can do to slow him down.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
Well, it's hard to defend a team that gets red hot from the floor. I think the effort was there on D, but they could not come up with a plan to cool them off. We're bound to see a whole different game plan, a whole different approach from them coming out of the break.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Davis in at the 5. Again, the miss by Leonard. The Clippers trail. George outside. On the take. Uses the glass on the layup. George has got 7. Well, Grant, we've seen these players take a bigger stand and have a bigger voice now in helping shape public policy, and you yourself have been a part of that. Talk about what that's meant to you and the importance of making your voice heard.
Yeah, B.A., it's been so important to me. I've tried to live my adult life, my public life, exercising the power of my voice. And as I look to today's players, they have taken that and run with it. With the advent of technology and social media, players in all sports and from all over the world understand the power of their voice and are willing to use that to speak out on all types of social issues. We saw that last year with the NBA bubble in Orlando. It really speaks of how today's players have evolved into more than just an athlete.
Now here's Leonard. Knocks it loose. Beverly against Schroeder. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. 9 points in the game.
When you combine his quickness and his ball handling, Dennis is very elusive.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Out of bounds. It'll be the Clippers' ball. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Ivica Zubac.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Zubac, he's checked in for Morris. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 9. Pass to DeRozan. George outside. And the Clippers miss again. The Lakers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Horton Tucker. The Lakers with another miss. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Now here's Ibaka. On the wing, DeRozan. With the drive. And he gets it to go. DeRozan's got his second basket.
Physical defense, but DeRozan with great focus and great upper body strength.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Lets it go from deep. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And here's Zubac. George outside. Takes the 3. No luck on that one.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Here's Davis. Out to Beverly. Here's the 3. He can't hit that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. You know, Grant, Pat Beverly said he's trying to be the best defender on the planet. And the way he competes, I believe him.
I believe it too. I mean, this young man from Chicago spent 5 years fighting and scrapping overseas. Defense became his meal ticket. But even in the NBA, he's never lost that chip on his shoulder.
Davis. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years. Now invites contact.
Tries to break his ice. The Lakers with a rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Caldwell Pope. George defending. Here's Davis. Beverly outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Launches it. Counted from distance. Caldwell Pope's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. George, right side. To the right side.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Caldwell Pope. George defending. Kuzma outside. Launches a 3. Pass to Davis. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
When trying to guard AD, I'll tell you, the combination of size and quickness is brutal. Hard not to foul him.
No good on the free throw.
Well, you look at the impact Anthony Davis has on this team. Everyone's job gets so much easier when he's on the court. He helps the team in every facet of the game.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And then Turner with the dunk.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Here's Drummond. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Pass to Rondo. There's 38 seconds left in the third. Morris finds Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Davis. And here's Beverly from outside the arc. Offensive rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now here's Jackson. Six to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And we've reached the end of the third. Lakers ahead. They're up 7. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep your defense on its heels.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Marcus Morris out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Miles Turner. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And it's DeRozan missing. The Lakers in the lead. Outside Durant. Over Jackson. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
What makes Drummond a great rebounder, not just the size and athleticism, it's his tremendous anticipation.
Now here's Kennard. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
George, he's checked in for the Clippers. Schroeder comes in for Jackson. Beverly outside. Now Leonard. Soft touch off the glass. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Here's George. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. And Grant, the three-pointer becoming a devastating part of Paul George's arsenal.
And what's fascinating, about half of his shots coming from long range, and he still seems to make them at an elite level.
Now here's Durant. Leonard outside. This one for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. Schroeder passes to Turner. Back to Schroeder. Oh, Durant with a steal. He takes it. Oh! Gets you some!
Showing some power.
Nice! Slashing in for the hammer. KD showing how to punish the rim.
When you're casual with the ball, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, B.A. Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Now here's DeRozan. Oh, Leonard with the block. And they're able to recover. A nice shot by Zubac. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Beverly with it. Pass to Drummond. Leonard outside. Jacks up a three. And no good.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
On the attack, Schroeder. Oh, rejected by Drummond. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Durant.
I mean, another one for KD. Terrific scoring night, even for him.
Outside Schroeder. George outside. Pass to Turner. And the three off target. The Lakers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Back to Durant. Oh, stolen by Turner. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. DeRozan outside. Banked it in off the glass.
Quick first step. This is why it's hard to stay in front of DeMar DeRozan.
Now here's Durant. He's guarded by Zubac. For three. And Beverly's good for three. And the Lakers lead by 12.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Here's Caldwell Pope. George defending. He buries it from three. And the personality of a head coach can really rub off on a team. So what's your preference, Grant? You like a player's coach, or you like a coach who lights a fire?
Well, BA, 19 years in the NBA, I've had both. And I'll tell you this, as a young player, you like a coach who lights a fire under his guys. And that helps you understand and learn the game and become a better player and a better team. But as you get older, you may like a coach who has a different approach, more reserved, doesn't need to push and motivate you the same way. And so I think it's important, though, with a general manager that he understands the makeup of his team and understands what personality is needed to motivate and resonate with that particular ball club. That's why the personality of a coach is crucial to a team's success.
Here's George. A minute 58 left to play in the fourth. To the left wing. To the inside. Morris finds George. Just 4 to shoot. And the Clippers miss again. The Lakers have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Davis, the pass to Beverly. Leonard on the wing. Leonard on the wing. The three ball. The Clippers grab the miss.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Screen by Ibaka. The open shot, DeRozan. Money on the 19-footer. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
DeMar DeRozan's bread and butter. He has a great feel from the mid-range.
Pass to Davis. Out to Leonard. Davis against Ibaka. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Durant. No good with a fallback jumper. The Clippers have gone 4 for 10 in the fourth.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Lakers.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Oh, he is all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make the play.
Now here's Kennard. There's the drive, and they pick up 2.
Extremely fluid on the offensive end. Kennard can score in just about any situation.
And here's Beverly. Now here's Leonard.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Now Durant. Let's go with a three. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Kawhi, congrats on the win. Tell me about the way you guys played tonight to get this win.
We knew this was a road game, so we tried to come out here and play great defense and get to the basket, get some easy points by getting to the free throw line.
That you did, and it paid off. Thanks, Kawhi.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game, and we'll see you next time.